Hello, welcome back. Got a bit of a different YouTube video today. While everyone's running scared and unsure about Pokemon, I'm going to show you how to turn a quick buck into a hot buck with Market Watch. I've arranged a few cards that I believe are shot down in price a lot because everyone's swapped to different TCGs, Riftbound, One Piece, Gundam, Lorcana. All the scalpers jump onto the next thing to curse. So while Pokemon has slowed down a little bit, these are the perfect times to buy. If you got into Pokemon within like the last 2 to 3 months and you wish, damn, I wish I had time to invest into something like 2 to 3 months ago, now's your perfect time. Don't be scared. Pokemon will always go back up. It's been around for a long time, more than any of these other TCGs apart from Magic, shit like that. So it doesn't matter, like there's a bunch of different prices of cards in this video. Even if you have like $500, $100, I recommend picking up at least one of these cards because they're all like staples of cards that are crazy popular. A lot of people did have them at shows and like they would sell like that, like extremely quick. Every time I'd have them, they would sell. I'd buy them on the day, they'd be gone by the end of the day. That's how popular they were. So let's get right into it. The first card I want to be talking about is the Psyduck from Ascendant Heroes. When this card dropped, it was automatically $150. Everybody loves it. Look at the artwork of it. Come on now. Psyduck is a very popular Pokemon, and as you can see, it's shot down a lot in price. It went up to like, collector's a bit different, but we'll just go off collector's price. It went up to $160, which is crazy for illustration rare, but it's a very good illustration rare. It's sitting around $100 right now, which is crazy. That card was selling like hotcakes at shows, so that would be the first card to pick up. The PSA 10 was 1,100 and it's down to $500, I think, which is, if you have the money sitting there, a good pickup, because when Celebrations 30th comes out, it will shoot back up. All Pokemon cards will come back. It'll go close to the height it was, if not past. I come from like a background of crypto has made me look at charts a lot, and then I did day trading for a period of time, and that helped me with looking at charts. Pokemon is no different. It is just like investing, so I use the chart fairly often to pick up good steals. Before I started vending, I was understanding collector, understanding how charts work. I think I spent $400 at my first show, and in 2 months after that, my second show, I wasn't a customer, I was a vendor, and that $400 turned into $1,200 in that short period of time. 2 month span, just holding on to cards, and then I sold them all for a quick flip. And then with that profit, I look for other undervalued cards, and that's how I grew as a vendor, like faster, I feel like, than other people. I look for undervalued cards, I hold on to them for a little bit, and then I sell them at their high. That's my big tip for up-and-coming vendors that struggle. A good example is Chinese cards. Everyone wanted them when they're at their peak, but no one looks for them when they're at their low. They'll always bounce back. Chinese cards have crazy artwork, and they're exclusive to Chinese cards only. So we'll get into that a bit after these few cards. The Chinese cards are in this as well, and I'll show you. So the next card is the Squirtle from 151. As you see, it was $170 at its peak. It's sitting around $130 right now, but that's another extremely good artwork from 151, a very popular set. Was underrated. Now everybody's trying to get their hands on it. It is slowly creeping back up, so it probably will shoot up again. 151 is an amazing set. Everyone loves it. If you like Pokemon, I'm sure you know what set I'm talking about. So that's another good pickup. Squirtle's big brother, Blastoise. That was pushing $300. Now it's $200. I know collector says 230, but actual sales to eBay, it was pushing 300. But for collector's sake, we'll just say it's 235 and it's 200 now. So a little $35 there, but it's definitely more than that on actual eBay sales. Another card from 151. This would be a crazy underrated pick up if I was you. It's sitting around $500. Sometimes you can find it for $450 at shows, or cheeky coin flip, get it for even less. That card was pushing $700 a few weeks ago, a few months. I think it was like a month and a half. Pokemon's released 3 kind of mid sets that everyone's lost interest, which is why people go to different TCGs and move to something else. But this card, extremely cool artwork. Like, it was hated at the first, but the longer you look at it, like, the more it grows on you, I suppose. It's Charizard, can't go wrong with that. This card, in my opinion, should be worth more than the Flash Fire, Charizard, and stuff like that. The attack res. Everyone likes them because they're OG, but this Scarlet and Violet set has been cooking up recently, and there's still a lot more for it to grow. I reckon this Charizard will be over $1,000 raw. None of this is financial advice, but if I was you and you're looking to make a hot buck and you have some cash to spend and you want to get into Pokemon, now is your chance. So I'd pick up that. Mega Dream. It was pushing 750, 800 eBay last sold. Collector has it at 670. It's certainly around the 580 mark, so that's another pretty good pickup. In my opinion, it's Gengar. The texture on the Japanese cards always go crazy. If you have the money, the English version would be better because a lot of people love English. But Japanese cards look really cool in my opinion. I didn't like them at first, but Japanese has grown on me. Another card is Giratina V-Star, the secret rare from Crown Zenith. This is becoming a legendary set, pretty old. The packs are surprisingly expensive. They've shot up in value because interest in the set, because the amount of cool art rares you can pull from this, and the secret cards, as in the gold Giratina, Arceus, all that stuff. It's at its peak, it was like 650, 700. Collector has it at 600. It's now sitting around 500, 460, around there. That card has it's really cool. I have one off for grading right now with tag. I assume it should come back at 10. It's one of my favorite cards. Giratina is a legend that has a lot of support behind it. It's a super popular Pokemon. So that I would suggest, if you got some trade, I would suggest picking up that. Next card is the Bulbasaur from Stellar Crown. This card, 2 months ago, I went to 2 shows, not a single person had it. It was that popular. Every time you'd try and get it, it'd be snagged up. It was like over 220. Collector has it at 200 high. As you see, it's worked its way down to 150. I would pick up this, the Charmander, that's a promo, and I would pick up the Squirtle. The Squirtle's I don't know what the Squirtle's doing because Bulbasaur shoots down and shot back up, well, will shoot back up, in my opinion. These 3 cards are a staple. I would recommend picking up those 3 if you can find them. Probably can find them at shows right now for relatively cheap. It should be around the Charmander is probably 100, the Bulbasaur would be like 120, 130, I'm not sure, around there right now. And then the Squirtle's probably sitting around 160. I would spend the money and pick up those 3 really cool art rares, chuck them in your binder. 2 months from now, trade them to something that's at a low as well. That's how you make market moves as someone that goes to shows that doesn't want to get into vending but wants to invest into Pokemon to make it like a little hobby. It gives you something fun to do on the weekend, and surprisingly you can make a lot of money with it. Next card, Eevee from Twilight Masquerade. As you see, classic chart movements. Up, down, up, down, up, down. That's what you want to see for prime examples because you can just follow the wave. Eevee was pushing eBay last sold $200. Collector has it at $140 as its high. So its high was $200 nearly. It was like 180 probably. Right now it's sitting around 135 eBay last sold. Collector has it at 130. Collector's always a little bit behind, but a lot of people price off Collector and pick up cards from Collector, so that's why I'm going off Collector. So Eevee's a super popular Pokemon. Everyone loves Eevee. It's a cute card tax. Another super popular card that goes like hotcakes. I would recommend picking up this, adding it to your binder. In my opinion, you collecting cards that you like kind of want to keep, and then instead of like, how do I say this? You think of cards as like investments where you can like go to a show 1 month, save your money, save like $500, pick up $500 worth of cards. And here's a little tip: if you find multiple cards at the same vendor, pick them all up and ask if the vendor will do them for 85 to 90%, because you're picking up so much cards. Vendors buy it normally 70 to 80%, typically 70. So if you ask them to knock 10% off, most of them will say yes. I say yes to multiple purchases. So if you ever see me at a show, you pick up multiple of my cards, it always is beneficial for the customer and the vendor, makes everyone happy. You get a deal, I get a deal, because I don't have to deal with multiple customers, deal with multiple transactions. You get an absolute steal for cards you want and want to pick up, and I'm happy because I'm selling multiple cards. I have more cash flow to put it into other cards, if that makes sense. So an Eevee's good prime example. It's less than $200. It's an Eevee card. Look how many is on there. As you can tell, it would go. Another card from Crown Zenith, or not Crown Zenith, but it's around that area. It's a secret card from Lost Origins. And that Lost Origins is a slow cooking set. It only has one super popular card in it, the Giratina V. That's why everybody likes that card. Crazy card. The Pikachu is another slow burner in that set. It got to a high of 105 eBay last sold. Collector has it at 94, 95. Pretty close. And as you see, it's on a little downtrend right now. Nearly pick it up for 50% off. Another Pikachu card, secret from Crown Zenith. This was the one I was thinking of. Look how many cameos this card has in it. This card, in my opinion, around Christmas time, will be worth pretty much back at its height, if not more. So if you wanted to invest into something for a bit of Christmas money, like, you need to sell some of your cards for Christmas time, I would put this in the back of your binder with the rest of the cards I'm recommending and sell them all around Christmas time. You can get Christmas presents for people you know and love, or spend it on yourself on other cards. Whatever floats your boat. Not my money, just my recommendations. Celebi Alternative Full Art. As you see, another one, classic situation, roller coaster, up, down, up, down, up, down. This card never breaks below its lowest low, if that makes sense. As you see, it has a low, and then it has a low, and then it'll have a low. It never goes below like the current, or like its previous low, if that makes sense. It goes close to it, shoots back up. At its high, it was around 150. You can pick it up for probably $100 right now. And look at the artwork on it. Crazy cool artwork. Now let's get into the Chinese cards. This is what I was talking about. So this card, not a single person had this card for 2 shows. I was looking for it myself to pick it up for an investment and just chuck it in my case, leave it there for a bit, let it cook. Still can't find it because it is very popular. It was kind of a new set when I was looking for it. It was the current, most newest set, I'm pretty sure. The good old Captain Pikachu. At its high, it was around $450. Collector has it as $421. It is now $100 less than that. So if you find this card for around $300, $250, pick it up because that is an absolute steal. One of my most favorite Chinese exclusives. It's an Umbreon. It's sleeping and the card looks beautiful. This card, I think in 2 shows, I might have been the only one that had it, but every other vendor probably did have it, but they sell a lot. 2 shows, I've had it in a row. It sold that day. In one of my videos, you see me trying to work a deal, trying to get it, because look at the artwork. At its prime, it was pushing 400. to 360 to 400. As you can see, the big drop off it's had, it's sitting around 300 right now. You could buy that for $300, $250 to 300. I reckon you'd be able to pick it up for. And like all the other cards I've recommended, 2 months time, this will be back up to the 350, 400 mark. You've just made $200. Even selling to a vendor at 70%, you still have a huge profit margin you've just made right there. The Cubone, exactly the same thing as the Umbreon. That was a very hard card to find. I found 2 of them at one show. One vendor had them both. I was trying to look for one that was gradable. They weren't really gradable, so I didn't really want to pick them up. But if you don't mind about cards like that are gradable, not a lot of people grade cards, so I assume you don't grade cards, or you might. This card was worth $2,000 in a 10, and you could pick it up for $400 to $450. It went up to $500 at a show that I seen it for. Collect has it at $450. $2,000 in a 10. You buy Chinese cards have extremely high gem rate, which is pretty good. So you could buy this for $500, $300 on PSA grading. You got to wait a little bit, which is fine because you're gonna have to wait anyway for it to go back up. And then you have $2,000. So if you can find this, say you have $700. You can find this card. It looks gradable in your opinion. You could ask the vendor, hey, would you grade this? Some vendors don't sell gradables because they grade themselves. If I had $400, my big play right now would be this card. Out of all the cards I've recommended, this card right here, I would try and find it, spend a little bit of coin to grade it. By the time it's getting graded, Pokemon will have picked back up again. Storm and Merelda, the Rayquaza set. Celebration should be out by the time you get it back. You get it back, sell it for $2,000. Even so, it's a slab, right? Some vendors buy slabs for 90% to 85%, which is a very good margin. You would have $1,700, $1,600 right there. This isn't financial advice, but I'm giving you my secret sauce to help me grow from, I think my cabinet was worth not even $3,000 at my first show. It was extremely bummy. I had one case, no tablecloth. I had a binder full of EXs. Crazy. I don't have that now. I don't buy cards just because I feel like I can make money from them. I buy cards as a customer's point of view. Like if I want to go to a show, I got to think as a customer, because customers is what makes me money. I buy cards that I think customers will like. I don't buy junk. If you're an eBay seller, junk's good though. Obviously this video wasn't financial advice, but if you got a little bit of coin and you think you can make some money in Pokemon right now, I suggest these cards. I'm a vendor, so I see a lot of cards come and go. I know what cards stay popular. So I feel like I have a little bit of an edge on customers. A lot of people do collect just because they collect cards that they like, but this video isn't for them. So sorry to say that. If you want to buy cards and turn Pokemon into an investment like crypto or things like that, that's the way I first looked at Pokemon. I know it seems like a scalper mindset, but at the end of the day, I collect Pokemon as well. I also want to make money from Pokemon. That's why I got into vending. I enjoy the hobby a lot. It's just, I don't know, it seems like extremely I don't know how to word it. Anyway, that was the end of this video. I reckon after Celebrations drops, I'm going to remake this video or talk about it at one of my vendor POVs, just like at the start of it, and let's see where these cards are sitting. So I think in total, I don't want to throw a number out there, but whatever the value is worth right now of all those cards, I think it'd be over 3, definitely. So whatever those value of those cards are worth right now is this. If you go out, and I don't know who I'm talking to, you, that one person that's watching this that has that spare bread, believe in me. But remember, it's your choice. And follow along and let's see what these are all worth in 2 months' time. Adios, amigos.